Alright, everybody, welcome back. If you're watching live on Twitch, the episode number 2 of the live stream. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for clicking on that link and watching the show. It's going to be a week 2 of our 7-week series from the Atlantic City Steel Pier. We got a big lineup here, 2 title matches on the show here tonight. We've announced them previously. Steve Travis, and you can see here in our opening match, will get a shot at Bob Backlund's North American Championship. That match actually happened on the show previously. There you see the main event tonight. Jimmy Valiant, Tito, Santana for the WWF Championship. Again, previously announced, based on match that actually happened on the show. The rest of the lineup is mostly random. We do have a no-hold-barred match with Greg Valentine and Chief J Strongbow continuing their rivalry. We got a wild six-man tag team match. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the show. Let's get to our opening contest here for the North American Championship. 1 fall, 1 hour time limit. Bob Backlund looking to defend the title against Steve Travis. We'll see how successful he winds up being here. One fall with a 1 hour time limit. And the challenger making his way to the ring here. Steve Travis, you say what you will about Steve Travis. We will say a lot of things about Steve Travis over the next few years on the stream here. He's around until, I believe, late 82. Off and on. He leaves for a while and comes back. Comes back, but he's going to be around for a while. But Steve Travis in the title hunt, several shots at the tag team championship. He and Tito Santana got a countout victory last week here at Steel Pier over the Valiant brothers. You know they want a rematch if at all possible. But not having as much success in one-on-one competition. He's only 1-3 in individual competition. But this was the match that happened in real life on this date at this event, so that's what we're going to go with for this. Steve Travis's first opportunity at Single Championship Gold. Taking on one of the best in the business in this opening match. Bob Backlund making his way to the ring, the North American champion. You know, the Kids Wrestling Club on the back of his jacket. Of course, Bob Backlund on Championship Wrestling earlier this week, this past Saturday, explaining why he turned on Bruno Sammartino and calling him out. Bruno was not in the building. And that's how the show went off the air. Okay, I thought I got rid of the NXT champ. I guess I didn't. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. It's not a big deal.
Introducing the challenger from Charlottesville, Virginia, weighing in at 229 pounds, Steve Travis. And his opponent from Minnesota, weighing in at 234 pounds, the World Wrestling Northern Heavyweight Champion, Bob Backlund.
There you see Bob Backlund, the champion, going to give up that beautiful championship belt to the referee here momentarily. Maybe for the last time, stranger things have happened. I wouldn't expect Steve Travis to beat Bob Backlund in a wrestling match, but definitely seen some strange things happen over the course of the 10 weeks or so of television we've done. Our first episode was May 12th, I think July 19th. definitely stranger things have happened. Bella gone, we are underway. We're going to talk, if we get the call, I'll tie up here. We're going to talk about some of the other show coming up here in the near future. Of course, coming Saturday, July 21st, the next episode of Championship Wrestling. As we have every Saturday. And next Saturday, the 21st as well, the Philadelphia Spectrum. We're back at the Spectrum. We're at the Steel Pier every Thursday night until the end of August. We're back at Madison Square Garden on July 30th as well. And the main event of that matchup, we don't know who the participants will be, but the main event at Madison Square Garden on July 30th will be the North American Champion getting a shot at the World Champion, whoever those may be. So, very important match. You know, Backlund wants to regain that world title. He has not gotten a rematch on that yet. Kind of won on Steve Travis here in the early going. But you know Backlund wants that big rematch, wants to get that shot at that world title. Currently held by Tito Santana, who will look to defend that against Jimmy Valiant later on tonight. Two big championship matches here live from Atlantic City. There's that arm drag takedown. Backlund now up on the middle rope on the inside. Double axe handle. Leveled him there. Thought Backlund might be getting ready to go for a cover there. Does not. Yank back on the wrist. And Travis' foot was underneath that bottom rope. Good call by the referee to force that rope break. Now into an arm bar, and this time Travis is not underneath the bottom rope. Travis broke out of it. Broke into a head kicker. Nicely done. Nice takedown there by Steve Travis. Been all Bob Backlund the first 2 minutes of this matchup here, but Travis is a fighter. A young up-and-comer looking to make his way here in the World Wrestling Federation. Travis with the whip. Shoulder block. They kind of shoulder tackled each other there. Nothing going. Kind headlock there by Travis. And a little uppercut. And an atomic drop. Bob Backlund used that like a finishing move. Travis not even able to get Backlund down with it. Backlund in trouble here. He's done in that corner. Running shoulder block by Steve Travis. Give the gun kid some credit. He's got a title opportunity here. He had taken it to the champion. This would be a huge upcut if Steve Travis became the North American champion after that. Gary could punch into the midsection. Hip lock takeover there by Backlund, nicely done. Backlund picking him up, body slamming him down to the canvas there, nicely executed. Big time right hand. Oh, and he just shoved Travis over the top rope. Count out good at a pinfall for Backlund. He does not have to be. We thought last week here at the Steel Pier, actually in that tag team title match, the champion does not have to beat the challenger. The challenger has to beat the champion. Steve Travis came very close to being here as one half of the tag team champion tonight, but the match was won by countout. There's the cover there by Backlund. Only a count of one. Backlund went for a knee. Travis going for a high cross body. Both men missed their respective shots there. Now Backlund trying to. Referee got in the way there. Backlund trying to go that northwest corner with Travis. Referee was in the way. Backlund could not get around him. Travis now hip talking Backlund over. Going for the cover again here. We get 1, 2. Ooh, that's the slope I was expecting. We may be nearing an upcut, guy. We may have an upcut coming. What is Travis doing now? He picked Backlund up. A big right hand there. Backlund firing back with the right hand of the own. Weight lock counter. Travis now go for a suplex. Nicely done. He's going to try to pull Backlund to the center of the ring. Pull him away from the rope. Go for the pin. This could do it. New champion to be crowned here. Yes! Major upset.
Here is your winner, and new World Wrestling Northern Heavyweight Champion, Steve Travis.
Major upset there. Steve Travis winning the North American Championship. 4 minutes and 54 seconds. That's not going to make Backlund happy at all. He already got Bruno Sammartino breathing down his heels. Now he lost the North American Championship. Moved Backlund down to 5-2 overall. Travis now 2-3 in individual competition, but 1-0 in title matches where it mattered. I'm unreal. I can't lie. I'm in shock here. New North American champion, Bob Backlund title reign going 19 days. Steve Travis already the 5th North American champion. That belt's been... Well, I mean, that belt title's been defended virtually every week since we started, too. That helped, but... Steve Travis is the new North American champion. And a shocking matchup, shocking upset. Coming up next, one fall, 20-minute time limit. Gonna have Jerry Valiant with Captain Lou Albano in his corner, taking on Ivan Putski with Dominic DeNucci in his corner. I didn't remember putting DeNucci in the corner, but I guess I did, or the game did it on its own because reason. DeNucci and Putski have been teaming up a little bit, so that kind of makes sense. Either way, it'll be one fall, 20-minute time limit. Let's go to the ring.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 260 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, gentlemen, Jerry Valiant.
Gentlemen, Jerry Valiant, you heard Mike Rome say, one half of the World Tag Team Champion. That's the only time that has not changed hands, at least once. Since we started the series in May of 1979. So it goes one of the only WWF Tag Team Champions in existence here. Taking on Ivan Putski, who has had his issue with Jimmy Valiant as of late. Jerry Valiant's first individual competition. He's been focusing on tag teams with his brother Johnny so far. So very interesting to see how this one's going to end up playing out.
And his opponent, accompanied by from Warsaw, Poland, weighing in at 245 pounds, Ivar Putski.
And Ivan Putski, 5-3 so far. Earlier this week on Championship Wrestling, losing to handsome Jimmy Valiant. Who will see later, Jimmy Valiant getting a shot at Tito containing that world title. Could we see two upsets in one night? Would not nearly be as big an upset. World title change would not be nearly big an upset as the North American title match was. For those of you just now joining us, Steve Travis defeating Bob Backlund to win the North American Championship. And a major, major upset. Now here's Ivan Putski, accompanied by his sometime tag team partner Dominic DeNucci, taking on one half of the tag team champion Jerry Valiant. Of course, Captain Lou Albano at ringside in Jerry Valiant's corner. Count of one. Already here. Again, that main event tonight, Tito, Santana, Jimmy Valiant for the world title. 1 fall, 1 hour time limit. That'll close the show. Big Valentine, Chief J, Strongbow, No Hold Barred, still to come. We got a six-man tag team match. Got the neglected combination of talent in that one coming up. That'll be next. And Andre the Giant in action later on tonight as well. Rare appearance for Andre. So you're going to see a ton of tremendous action. This match is all Putski so far. Usually it's the other way around. Usually Putski gets dominated in the early going. Pulls off that win with that Polish hammer at the end. This time it's Putski in complete control in the early going of this matchup here. Putski going for the cover here. Only at a count of one. For our next show after this, big bear hug here by Ivan Putski. And Jerry Wright's going to fight out of it. Championship Wrestling this coming Saturday, July 21st. The new North American champion, Steve Travis, will be in action, and non-title action on that card. Ted DiBiase in action on that one. Iron Sheik will be in action on that card. So, very interesting contest, interesting matchup here. Being told that the next title defense for the tag team championship will be at the Spectrum in Philly next week. Big cover by Valiant, only count of one. Have to see what have to see. Too many variables coming into that big matchup. Got the Philadelphia Spectrum next week to give you that lineup. Oh, the elbow drop by Jerry Valiant. Go for the cover again. And three.
Here is your winner, gentlemen, Jerry Valiant.
Jerry Valiant getting the win. 3:06 at the time, did not take long at all. Danucci being at ringside with Ivan Putski did not factor into this at all either. Putski needed some momentum coming out of his loss against Jimmy Valiant, didn't get it. Luke into Jerry Valiant now. Maybe I should just book Ivan and Johnny for next week, just to have everybody else beat them. 5-4 now for Ivan Putski in individual competition. Jerry Valiant now 1-0. We move to our next matchup. Kickman tag team match. No record at stake. No title on the line. Just Kickmen getting pride. That's an interesting team on the end, on the right side there. Estrada, Rodz, and DiBiase. Obviously DiBiase's been getting frustrated. DiBiase, I am being told, will take on the North American champion at the Spectrum next week, which looks like it's going to be Steve Travis. We're going to have some interesting matchup there. That'll be an interesting matchup if that takes place. There will be 1 fall, 30-minute time limit. Big Bully Busick. Still here. Still under contract for a little while at least. Big Bully Busick contract runs out at the end of September. We're going to see him for a couple more months here. His tag team partner about to come to the ring here. His contract ends at the end of this month.
And from Kentucky, weighing in at 535 pounds,
Haystacks Calhoun, the big man. 601 pounds. Hard to lift this guy, but he comes in. I think this guy being as over as he was is why Vince McMahon always loved the big hillbilly wrestler. Haystacks Calhoun. And their partner is very familiar to us. FD Special Delivery Jones, rounding out this trio. FD finally missed an episode of Championship Wrestling. Did not wrestle on Championship Wrestling this past week. But we have seen a lot of FD Jones. The series started in May. And the official name change for our timeline purposes, the name change to the World Wrestling Federation was May 1st of 1979. With Championship Wrestling going on the year May 12th.
And at a combined weight of 469 pounds, the Superstar and Jose.
Johnny Rodz and Jose Estrada making their way to the ring, a regular tag team. Very talented tag team, although in individual competition they've combined for one win.
And from Omaha, Nebraska, weighing in at 260 pounds,
And here comes Ted DiBiase, got the big win over the Iron Sheik on Championship Wrestling this past Saturday. With the one person that Jose Estrada had beaten is, in fact, this man right here, Ted DiBiase. So, very interesting dynamic here. Steve DiBiase a fan favorite, teaming with a couple of guys that are not really that popular among the crowd either. So, very interesting dynamic here from the Steel Pier in Atlantic City. Very curious to see how the rest of this matchup plays out here. One fall with a 30-minute time limit here. And this era, a lot of times, six-man tag team matches were 2 out of 3 falls. And we have done that a couple of times here. Did that at the Spectrum last month, as an example. But yeah, as an example, but here, one fall 30. Shoulder block there. Jose Estrada starting off with Big Bully Busick. It's just Robin Busick fake right in the mat. Unreal. And a running knee. Caught the big bully there. Big Bully Busick. Again, Big Bully Busick contract run out at the end of September. Going to be around a couple more months. Oh. Turning into a fight. Just turning into an all-out brawl. Haystacks got dragged into the ring, and that Haystacks getting dragged into the ring. Of course, we talked about the one cave roll in the past. You get thrown into the ring, dragged into the ring like that. That does not count against your one cave. You've got to voluntarily come into the ring in order for that one cave roll to get into effect. Busick now going to go ahead and leave the apron here. FD Jones gets the legal man. I love matches like this, but it does not matter who wins this match. It really does not. This will be fun, but it does not matter who wins this match at all. Estrada and Jones over the top rope, out to the floor. Now Rod's actually going to throw Jones back in. I would have thought Rod would have tried to keep him on the outside, get the count out, but tag is good. Tag made to Johnny Rod here. Johnny Rod will be in and out here until about 1985 or so. Big high knee. Got to get him out of that corner, and that drives me nuts. I know it's the game, but it drives me absolutely batty. Absolutely batty when we see something like that. There's the tag made. DiBiase in now, working on Busick. Haystacks Calhoun has not been in this matchup yet. Covered by DiBiase. Only a count of one. Not sure how much actual... I just lost my train of thought. I apologize. I just completely lost my train of thought. Busick tagging in FD Jones. Jones will be here off and on through... We're going to keep Jones for a very long time. Like, there's honestly a very distinct possibility that this project died before FD Jones ever leaves the WWF. That's how long FD's going to be here. DiBiase, though, big backdrop. Blind tag to Rod. Rod did not see that coming. He's not going to look too happy about that. Haystacks Calhoun now officially in the ring. Just working over Johnny Rod here. Count of two. Tag made to FD Jones in that corner here. We're past the 5-minute mark here in a 30-minute time limit matchup. Tag made to DiBiase again, celebrating instead of going for after their man. That allowed Rod to make the tag. If you're gonna see a time limit draw in this game, DiBiase just punched the referee. Referee ain't going to let that go. Apparently ruling it was an accident. Apparently ruling that he was trying to make a shot at Jones and just missed. Now DiBiase is going to follow Jones to the outside. If you're going to see a time limit draw it is probably going to be in a 6-man or an 8-man tag match where there's plenty of guys to tag in and out. We've seen double countouts before. I hope we don't. Nobody likes to see a countout. Jones sends DiBiase towards the counter at 8. Come on, Ted, get in. Counter at 9. Jones hit the referee, bumped into the referee getting back in the ring. I won't say hit, that's not the right term, but bumped into the referee getting back in. I might have bought DiBiase just enough time to beat that count. The tag now to Haystacks Calhoun. There's the whip coming off. Oh, big double backdrop. Now a knee to the back. Haystacks Calhoun had the least damage done to him of anybody in this match so far. Oh, he went for the big splash and DiBiase moved out of the way. But a serious kick in the knee by Haystacks caught DiBiase hard there, fits to the midsection. If Haystacks would have hit that big splash on DiBiase, though, it might have been all over. With DiBiase in the corner, then tagged in the big bully Busick. And there's the double boot there by DiBiase. He slams the big bully down. DiBiase, for those of you wondering, his contract expires at the end of the year. And then he's basically gone to 87. That elbow drop. Blind elbow drop off the second turnbuckle. And the cover, count of 1, is all he can get on the big bully. Tag made a Estrada. And a Derek, a big knee drop. Longest match in the history of the company right now at 14:08. Oh, big spine buster. There's a cover by by Estrada, on the big bully Busick. Now both Jones and Haystacks entered the ring there, so that counts at both of their one cave. Now the time to win the match now, if you're Estrada, Johnny Rock, and Ted DiBiase, is now. They cannot. Jones and Haystacks cannot come back in unless they make a legal tag. Haystacks begging for that tag. And while Estrada's showboating to the crowd, he can at least standing in between the big bully and Haystacks, preventing him from getting there. I can live with that. Pile driver coming up. No, counter. And a big backdrop by the big bully. Bully should make the tag. This is a mistake. There's an uppercut. There's a forearm to the back. Another forearm to the back. Double axe handle to the back. Working over Estrada here. There's the whip into that corner. Look at the broken on the bully back. Got him hanging up there, hanging DDT. Tag out. There you go. Tag made to Haystacks, going up on that middle turnbuckle. Look at danger. Oh, a knee drop to the head. Going for a curb stomp. Curious stomp there. Haystacks pulling Estrada up. I'm not sure what Haystacks was thinking there. 10 minutes have gone by in this match. 20 minutes remain in the time limit. There's Haystacks pounding away. Guys, just because... Granted, I could create so many guys myself and I choose not to. Okay, there... Haystacks got cocky. Allowed Estrada to tag out the Rod, but he catches Rod coming in. DiBiase tried to get a shot in on Haystacks on the apron and missed. Don't focus on Estrada. Rod gets the legal man. Rod gets the legal man. That was stupid. Took a ton of damage to Estrada, but Rod gets the legal man. Like, I know I can create some of these guys myself, but I'm the creator. I appreciate the effort all you guys do when you're creating these wrestlers, but just because you can give Haystacks, Calhoun, Springboard Flippity-Doo, doesn't mean you should. Estrada just now leaving the ring. That Haystacks pounds away on Rodz here. Tag made, Estrada back in. DiBiase not been in the ring because he made that blind tag to Rodz and made Rodz angry. There's the cover. 2, 3. And DiBiase just stood on the apron.
Here are your winners.
Okay, is the mic on now? Okay. I had to mute the mic if my mom called. I'm not going to turn down her calls when they come in. But Big Bully Busick, Haystacks, Calhoun, SD Jones with the win over Johnny Rodz, Koke Estrada, Ted DiBiase in 11:32. We're halfway through, guys. We've had some fun so far. We've seen this match before. We're probably going to see it a couple more times over the next month or so. Greg Valentine, Chief J. Strongbow, No Hold Barred coming up next.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 243 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Greg the Hammer Valentine on his way to the ring. Take on Chief J. Strongbow. Valentine kicks 3-1 overall. A 3-match winning streak against the man, and all against the man he's about to take on here.
And his opponent from Oklahoma, weighing in at 247 pounds, Chief J.
Chief J. Strongbow on his way to the ring. Chief J. Strongbow 3-1, a 3-match losing streak, all of them to the man. He's about to take on Greg the Hammer Valentine. So, very important matchup for both guys here. If they try to move up the ladder and earn some future title opportunity. if I had to make a guess, I would say Valentine probably going to get some title opportunity in the future regardless. Here we go. We're at the Pier in Atlantic City, New Jersey. No time limit, no disqualifications, no countout. Pinfall or commission only must take place in the ring. They brought out some furniture last time they had this matchup, which was last week here at the Pier, as a matter of fact. So, and there's a knee lift. There's an elbow drop. This feud ran into mid-August in real life here. I don't know if we're going to keep it going that long or not. We might just finally... We might kill it when the feud kills at this time here, but... Valentine going for the table. Strongbow tried to baseball slide into Valentine and missed the table entirely. Went over top of it. Ducked underneath. These guys are landing awkwardly on that table. Look at it. Oh, Snapdragon suplex by Greg Valentine. Nicely done. Don't think we've seen that yet. Valentine looks like he's going to cut that table up maybe in the corner. No, it's on the west side of the ring. Kendo stick here by Strongbow. They fight on the floor. Remember, there's no count out. They can fight on the floor all night. The crowd's seeing that table. They're chanting, "We want table." Valentine, look at the big chance here going up to that top rope, but it connects. Double axe handle off that top rope. I couldn't say, oh, maybe I'll kill the feud after this. We're having a hell of a match. Maybe we won't. We may run it through the end of August. Why not? So Valentine is under contract till the end of October. We'll have to see if over the next 3 or 4 months Valentine can maybe move past this feud. Maybe get a shot at Tito Santana in that world title. Or get a shot at the new North American champion, Steve Trebek. I still can't believe that recall. But that happened. Oh, big German suplex there by Valentine. Go for the cover. Only a count of 1. Here comes Valentine. Pounding away at Strongbow here. Big body slam by the Hammer. Picking up Strongbow again. Strongbow moving out of the way of whatever Valentine had tried there. Gary a kick to the leg there. And now Valentine fighting back. Going for a more conventional Dragon suplex that time. Now what Valentine going for? Valentine can look in the ring for another weapon. He got a chair. And as of late, we have seen Valentine. Oh, look at this. You're leveling with those chairs there. We've seen Valentine in the past. Oh, that leg to the table collapsed there. So maybe that table's not going to get used. We've seen Valentine in the past work over that leg of Chief J. Strongbow. Remember, prior to the name change, when this was still the WWF, Valentine broke J.J. Strombow's leg. Strongbow missed 3 months of action. Oh, Strongbow hit his head on the back of that chair on the way down with that clothesline. That might do it. It does. Greg Valentine defeated Chief J. Strongbow on the big stage. Alright, so the game is ending the rivalry there. We may, honestly. That's 4 in a row now that Valentine's won. Like, how much can we continue to do here? Valentine with a clothesline, 327. To get a 4th straight win over Chief J. Strongbow. Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing where if they have a where if they had a match in real life, we'll do it. Other than that, the feud's done. As if they have to be at that point, I think. Did I not get the time? I may not have got the time for that, but I've already got Andre the Giant, Pete Doherty, one fall matchup. I doubt it's going to go 20 minutes anyway, so why worry about it? I think the computer put this matchup in. I think I forgot to get the time limit for it, but let's go to it though. We got this one and then our main event coming up after it. Gee, look at that man back.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Grenoble, France, weighing in at 520 pounds, Andre the Giant!
Andre the Giant, that big giant of a man. That big giant of a man, my God. Duke of Dorchester, Pete Doherty. Making his way to the ring here. Take on Andre the Giant. Rare appearance here for Andre. Andre, just his second match. Since we started this project, he's 1-0. Pete Doherty had some matches where he's been competitive. But 0-3 so far on paper. You would think Andre would win this heavily. But that is not necessarily going to be the case. There's the bell. We are underway. Big headbutt by Andre the Giant. Yes, I know that the short hair Andre. I mean, I could have used 87 heel Andre. I didn't want to go that route. I couldn't find a decent long hair Andre that I like. So we're gonna use WrestleMania 2 Andre. It's not like we can do the hair cutting angle. Duke, with a lot of offense in the early going here. Wouldn't anticipate Andre getting wouldn't anticipate Andre losing to this guy, but you never know. I mean, there aren't a lot of people I could ever see Andre losing to, even when he was past his prime. Now picked up the big man here. Andre doing a duck down. Andre doing a drop down. Come on. Yeah, if there's one match on this card where I think the Estrada could give it would be this one. Like, I am not expecting. Oh, there's a camel clutch here by Andre. I mean, technically, you can the Iron Sheik move, but what's the Sheik gonna do? Andre acting Doherty to bring it. Doherty bringing it. Well, that last one pissed Andre off, though. Hook up, big power bomb, maybe? Walking Doherty all the way to the corner. Dropping him face first on that top turnbuckle. Now there's the knee to the chin and the neck there. My God, man. Oh, Andre went for that get down flash. He had pinned a lot of people with that in the past. Doherty quick as move out of the way. I don't know what Doherty was going for there, but it was a mistake, whatever it was. Andre just leveled him. Big body slam. And now cranking on that chin lock. Slamming the Duke down and waiting for the Duke to get to his feet. And one more time here. Pick him up like he's going to go for the power bomb. Last time he dropped him on, this time hooked him on shoulder fireman carry style. Dropped him through first on that top turnbuckle. Give the Duke credit, he got him off and in, but it's been all Andre for the most part here. Duke wasn't able to get him off and in. This could probably Duke's best chance, though, be to get a lucky count out. Oh, knee lift. My God, man. Elbow drop. Slamming him down. I thought Dawn coming, should even still be using Pete Doherty at this stage of the... I mean, Doherty here off and on until 87. Doherty is actually around the end of the year at least, without any issue. No. Andre now goes for the cover. That hit.
Here is your winner, Andre the Giant.
Okay, give Doherty credit. All right, we're gonna give Pete Doherty the Jake Paul credit here. Doherty got a little bit of offense, and he lasted over 4 minutes with Andre, and I wasn't Andre playing with them. Like, Andre, yeah, Doherty was game. But in the end, Doherty is now 0-4 lifetime, and Andre moved to 2-0. I say lifetime. You know what I mean. It's main event time. We want to get up main event. 1 fall, 1 hour time limit. For the WWF Championship, Tito Santana about to make his first defense of the championship. Taking on Jimmy Valiant, going to have Captain Lou Albano in his corner. Without any further ado, let's go to our main event here from the Steel Pier.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the WWE Championship.
And your challenger coming to the ring here, he is a former North American champion. Okay, so it is not like it's kind of the one possibility for Jimmy Valiant to win a single title here in the World Wrestling Federation. Here comes Jimmy Valiant. Jimmy Valiant, 3-3 overall, 1-1 in title matches. Had a very short North American title reign. Defeated Ted DiBiase on May 26th in Philadelphia. Lost the following week on television to the Big Cat Ernie Ladd. But just a 7-day reign as North American champion. But he had had that taste of single gold. Here comes the WWF champion. Tito Santana, the WWF champion. He won that belt on June 23rd from Ted DiBiase, the first defense of that championship.
Introducing the challenger. From New York, weighing in at 251 pounds, handsome Jimmy Valiant. And his opponent, from Toluca, Mexico, weighing in at 234 pounds, the WWE champion, Tito Santana.
Tito Santana holding that championship belt up for the crowd to see. Gonna hand it to the referee here. One fall, 60 minute. Tito Santana 9-1 in individual competition. Absolutely earned that title shot. Looking to make his first defense of that title here. I do not expect this match to go the full 60 minutes. I would honestly be shocked if it goes more than 10. I'm at the point with the singles match, I'm shocked if they go more than 5. Well, Albano already trying to get involved. Hopped off the apron pretty quickly there. Must have seen Santana looking toward him in the corner of the guy. Santana springboard flash on to Jimmy Valiant. He got the handsome one hurt already. Up top again. And a flying elbow drop to the small of the back. He got Jimmy Valiant hurt. This may be the shortest match in history right here. 1, 2. All he can get 2. Very, very close. Knee drop to the shoulder here. We are nearing the 1 hour mark of this particular card. We will definitely be, if you're watching live on Twitch, definitely stick around. We will be doing the next episode of Championship Wrestling after this. We've been making pretty good time. I'm going to be giving myself a lot more editing work today doing it that way, but that's fine. Santana now. We think Santana gets one for that figure 4 leg lock. He's going to go work on that knee now. Looks like he was going to get ready to cut up for another springboard move. Valiant card again to a feet. A nice move by Tito. And Tito now going to work on that left leg of handsome Jimmy Valiant. And now Tito on the inside, waiting for the big man to get up here. Big flying drop kick. Santana, springboard flash, whipped it in midair to land it solid. Nicely done. There's the cover. Count of 2. Give Jimmy Valiant credit for staying in it, but this match has been all Tito. Big chop, big left hand there. Another big chop. Nat over. There's the cover. Nat Suplex is going to win it. Did not take long at all. 2:22. The time of the fall here.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Champion, Tito Santana.
I'll tell you this, Tito Santana. You know, yeah, I agree that the match is no for lackluster, but Tito Santana getting the win here. Tito Santana with that win now, 10-1 in individual competition, 2-0 in title matches. Jimmy Valiant now 3-4 overall, 1-2 in title matches. So big win there for Tito. And that's going to wrap up here from Atlantic City Steel Pier. Go ahead and go over the result of the show real quick here while we have a few minutes. We opened the show. I still cannot believe this is real. Take a look at this right here. Steve Travis' name in green on the screen. Steve Travis pinning Bob Backlund to win the WWF North American Championship. That's the thing that happened. Congratulations to Steve Travis for getting that win. With Jerry Valiant over Ivan Putski. Six-man tag team action. Big Bully Busick, Haystacks, Calhoun, FD Jones getting the win over Hoke, Estrada, Johnny Rodz, and Ted DiBiase. DiBiase and having hit issues with Rodz and Estrada over the course of that. Made a blind tag to Rodz that Rodz was not happy about, and then did not come in to make the save when Estrada was pinned. We'll have to see if they continue in that regard. The rivalry, I believe, is over, at least officially, between Valentine and Strongbow. Valentine got his 4th straight win over Strongbow in the no-hold-barred match. The second longest one-on-one match of the card, third longest of the night, Andre the Giant beating Pete Doherty. Andre dominated. Doherty had plenty of fight in him, made a match out of it. And then, of course, that main event, Tito Santana retaining the WWF Championship over handsome Jimmy Valiant. And just an insane result here. If you're watching live on Twitch, we did an episode of Championship Wrestling already. We just did the show for the Steel Pier. We're going to at least do one more episode of Championship Wrestling live on Twitch. So if you're following on Twitch, stick around. We're going to take a 10 to 15 minute intermission. Long enough to get the show up and for me to refresh my coffee, however long that ends up taking. Then we'll come back with the next episode of Championship Wrestling and see if we get some follow-up on some of these stories that we have been developing over these last few weeks here. Yeah, I know Ted DiBiase will be in action in some capacity. Steve Travis, the North American Champion, a non-title action will be in there in some capacity. We're going to see Iron Sheik. We're going to see Nikolai Volkov. I'm speculating based on what the actual lineup is, but depends on what shows up on when I get the rivalry up here. Might have to switch one or two things around, but that is going to do it for this edition of WWF at the Steel Pier. Like if you're watching on Twitch, we're going to stick around for a little bit. We're going to do the next episode of Championship Wrestling momentarily. If you're watching on YouTube, why are you not watching live on Twitch when the episodes go live? Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RefJayhawk. Get the notifications when they go live. Get involved in our chat. These shows could be a lot of fun. We get some activity in the chat room as well. So please start coming in and getting involved in our live chat on Twitch. Of course, Twitter, TikTok at RefJayhawk, Blue Sky, refjayhawk.beatguy.social. If you're watching on the Twitch, the YouTube is WWF 1980. It's 1980 WWE 2K Universe. So check that channel out and subscribe and get the replay if you can't catch it live. And then don't forget my podcast, The Indie Wrestling Guy. Download it on Spotify or wherever you download your favorite podcast, and follow that on Twitter and Instagram at IWGuide1. That is gonna do it for this episode of Atlantic City Steel Pier. If you're watching live on Twitch, Championship Wrestling will be coming up momentarily. Watching live on YouTube, we'll catch you next time around. Peek out, everybody. Have a great time.
Soundstripe.